Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. Tonight, the AWA is back in action in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and we are at the Lacrosse Center. The venue has already been selected, and let's go ahead and take a look to see if we have any backstage incidents, and we do. All right, what's going on with DJ Peterson here? Hey. He found a karaoke machine and he did some singing. I like it. Thanks, DJ. And the rest, of course, is protege work. And outside of that, we don't have any issues. We don't have any absent workers and no problems. So let's go ahead and take a look at our card here tonight for the Lacrosse Center, which was one heck of a venue. And for those of you that aren't familiar, I do believe that there was a show at the Lacrosse Center the night of the famous Ken Patera and Mr. Saito incident, where Ken Patera threw a boulder through a McDonald's window and later on was attempted to be questioned by the police in his hotel room, where he and Mr. Saito proceeded to beat the hell out of a bunch of police officers, and both Ken Patera and Mr. Saito got prison sentences for what they did. If you want the details, there's a lot of information out there about it. Ken Patera to this day denies that he threw a boulder through the window, but who knows what the truth really is. So here's our card tonight for Lacrosse. In our opener, Candi Devine will face Wendi Richter. The Nasty Boys are going to battle the Top Guns. The Terrorist is going to face Scott Steiner. Steve Olsonoski is going to try his hand at recently returned Kevin Kelly. Doug Summers is going to challenge Greg Gagne for the World Television title. Big Bad Bobby Duncum is going to face several-time former World Heavyweight Champion Nick Bockwinkel. And in our semi-main, Bad Company will face the Guerrero brothers. And in our main event this evening, ladies and gentlemen, in a match that has been selling out around the nation, the living legend Larry Zybszko will face Jerry, the King Lawler. So with that said, you know what time it is. I know what time it is. Let's get to booking. All right, here we go. Devine versus Richter in the opener. And here is Candi Devine. Here is Wendi Richter. And let's see who gets the win this time around. And it looks like Wendi Richter is due for the singles win. So there you have it. Richter with the win here in Lacrosse. I personally have been in Lacrosse several times. It is a very, very nice town. All right, the Nasty Boys are going to face the Top Guns here. And there's the Nasties. There are the Top Guns. The Nasties should be due for the win here. But let's find out. Yes, the Nasty Boys will get the win. Do we have the Nasties being managed by anybody? Doesn't look like it. So, all right, we're going to have Brian Knobs get the win. He can go over clean. It doesn't matter. Next, the Terrorist and Scott Steiner. And I think you all know how this match is going to end up. Got big hopes for Scott Steiner in the future. And there is Scotty. Scotty, of course, is going to get the winner. Real nice like. All right, moving right along. Olsonoski versus Kelly. This one's going to go 14. And I don't know if these two ever met in real life. But probably would have been a pretty good match because Steve Olsonoski could go. And Kevin Kelly was no slouch. All right, let's see who took the last one. I'm pretty certain Olsonoski won the last time. So we will give Kevin Kelly the win. And that one is in the books. Doug Summers and Greg Gagne are going to go 14 minutes here. And we're going to switch it up. We're going to have them go 16. These two have been putting on some really good matches. And I've been surprised that Doug Summers has been this good in singles action. And I got to say that Doug Summers is really a Cinderella story here. This guy started out as enhancement talent and has really, not in our save, of course, but in his actual career, especially with the AWA, and has turned out to be one hell of a hand here. So I think Doug Summers is due for the win. And no, Doug Summers won last time. So Greg Gagne gets the win here. And that one's all set. And next we have Bobby Duncum versus former heavyweight champion of the world, Nick Konieczny. Not Nick Konieczny, Nick Bockwinkel. All right, here's Bobby Duncum. And there is the former champion, Nick Bockwinkel, who's actually getting better with age here. And as far as I'm concerned, he can wrestle for us as long as he wants. All right, Bockwinkel got the win the last time. So we are going to have Duncum get the win here, and it's going to be by cheating. There we go. That one is booked up. And next, we have Bad Company and the Guerrero brothers. We'll leave this one open-ended, but I think we all know that the Guerrero brothers are going to get the win. But this is one hell of a team for Bad Company to learn from. No doubt about it. Chavo and Hector were a great, great tag team. You know, every time they're on the show, I sing their praises. And I just saw a match from 1986, California Championship Wrestling, and it was Mando Guerrero, and he was wrestling Jesse Hernandez. And for those of you that don't know who Jesse Hernandez is, we use him in this game as enhancement talent. Hernandez worked enhancement talent for the WWF, AWA, a bunch of promotions. And he, in this particular match, was working in the main event against Mando Guerrero for California Championship Wrestling. They were running out of San Bernardino, California, if I pronounced that correct. San Bernardino, yes. And man, did they have an excellent match. And Jesse Hernandez was not good. Like, that guy was a 3-minute special, right? So the match was good because Mando made him look like $1 million. That's the only reason that the match was good. So it's just further testimony or testament to how good the Guerrero brothers were. And in 1986, if Mando wasn't in his 40s, he was pushing it. So the guy was just terrific. But enough of that. Here's our main event here. And we have Lawler versus Zbyszko. And of course, it's Larry Zybszko's turn to get the win here. But what we're going to do is we are going to have him get the win by countout. So it's a cheap finish, but it keeps the heat. And this one should still get an excellent score. So, all right, we are at our 142 minutes. We got some yellow text of doom. Monty Miller's got too much refereeing to do. I don't know why, since we have other referees. We'll put Fonzie in there. And yes, that is the Bill Alfonso that ended up in ECW. And we're ready to roll here. 2-hour and 22-minute match card here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. So we'll go ahead and start this show. And look at that. No red text of doom. Both these ladies are over. And of course, Wendi Richter gets the victory. Next, the Nasty Boys get the win over the Top Guns. We get a 61 overall. Not bad. A lot of green action there. Both these teams are getting over, everybody. Of course, Scott Steiner gets the win over the terrible terrorist, who's also known as Stormy Granzik, who actually was in ridiculously good shape. This would have been a match of two very good physiques here. Stormy Granzik was in real good shape. Looked like $1 million. Great bodybuilder. Not so good of a wrestler. Rolling right along. And also, Kelly gets the win over Steve Olsonoski here. They net a 70. And I'm okay with it. That's just fine. All right, Gagne over Summers. Somehow we get a low score. I don't quite see why. Is Greg Gagne slipping perhaps in attributes? That's the only thing I can think of. I don't get it. We used to see Greg score in the 80s. These matches were scoring in the 80s, and now they're only scoring in the 70s. So something's up here. Something's going on, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. So, all right. Bobby Duncum cheats and beats Nick Bockwinkel. This one surprisingly only gets an 81. That's a little bit of another shocker. Figure we do a little bit better than that in score, but I'll take it for the time being. And our semi-main gets a 77, so the Guerreros do take Bad Company to a good match. Of course, you can see how low of a score Bad Company has, but you can see the excellent score of the Guerrero brothers. So they do it for us once again here. And whoa, 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 whoa. What is this shit? What is this shit right here? 89, 88, and then 83 overall? Come on, TEW. Look at all this bonus. You trying to tell me that a countout hurt the match that badly? 88 and 89, and we got an 83? That is a bullshit score. Let's finish up and watch how we don't get any gains here, as TEW has once again given us the TEW screw job. There we go. No popularity changes. Screw you very much, TEW. And we're going to point out Lawler for an excellent match. And we are going to point out the Guerrero brothers for an excellent match. So Chavo and Hector. Hey, if there's any of my friends out there that are familiar with Spanish, particularly Mexican Spanish nicknames, is Chavo a nickname for something? If so, could you let me know? Thanks. I'm just curious. All right, Lawler gets pointed out as a good example, and Chavo and Hector are going to be praised for a great performance. So we're making our speech. Lawler's pleased, Chavo's pleased, and Hector is pleased. All right, so you know what this means, everybody. This is going to roll us down to our, moving right along here to week 2 of our tour. And 34 is in the books here. So we'll be moving from La Crosse down to Milwaukee. And of course, we're going to stop off and do a few spot shows. I don't have them in the system yet, but I will. And we'll have some fun with some spot shows. Uh-oh. Looks like Morocco is going to be out of the WWF. Fabulous Moolah also. Whoa. Hey, they ran WrestleMania 4 last night. Let's see how crappy it was. Piper over Steamboat in the main event. Piper retains the World Heavyweight title. So does this mean Piper turned heel again? A little bit of edit for you too. In version 9, we will have it right, where Roddy Piper is actually out of the game until 1988. So Jake Roberts wins the Intercontinental Heavyweight title. Strikeforce retain the World Tag Team title. Hulk Hogan is on the middle of the card. Whoa, that is a pretty crappy WrestleMania. Good job, version 6 at sucking. All right, Championship Sports has been extended. That's good to see. ICW has extended its television. Good for them. Looks like Dick Graham is going to stay with Craig DeGeorge to handle those Prism Network broadcasts. Very cool. The Academy Award winners are in. Best Picture was won by The Last Emperor. Pretty darn good movie if you've never seen it. Last Emperor was about the Japanese invasion of China. New Wrestling Arcade. What game is this? Konami, the main event. I don't remember this game. I remember Pro Wrestling. Pro Wrestling was great, but I don't remember this game. Let's see what the NWA did. Oh, I don't even want to look at it. Just pure garbage. All right, let's check out our incoming. Oh, we got some TV deals. Got some TV deals expiring. Wow. I will take care of those off screen. No reason to take care of those and burn up your precious time. That's going to do it for us, everybody, for this episode. Thanks again for tuning in. For those of you that haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a like and share this video with your friends. Join us on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/1987 Supermod. There we all talk about our saves and we have some fun. And last but not least, if you would like version 8, which is out and exciting, remember this is only version 6 that we're running, you can go to braddrake.net/supermod and all the information is there. You can just drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to send you the link to the picture pack and the database. And I also request that you make a donation. There's an area right there where you can donate, and all of those contributions will be donated on behalf of Brad Jake Promotions to the Cauliflower Alley Club. And also, if you are interested in advertising on this show, go ahead and go to braddrake.net, look up contacts, and drop me a line, and we can talk about doing some business. But you can advertise on this show. A lot of you people are involved with vintage wrestling toys. You have little businesses on eBay and other things. Some of you have pretty large businesses. This is the perfect place for you to advertise. We get 3,500 hits, and these are fans that are obviously interested in classic wrestling. They're especially interested in 80s wrestling. It is the perfect place for you to advertise. And last but not least, you can buy my book, Bob, Afghanistan and Me, on Amazon or on my website, braddrake.net. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next time.